up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. I'm not here to hype you up for 2026. I'm here to help you avoid wasting it. Every year people say they won't change, but they keep the same thinking, the same rules, and the same excuses. That's not bad luck. That's cause and effect. So I'm gonna try to give y'all some affirmations or some rules you can take into 2026 with you. Rule number 1 for 2026, stop treating fear like a warning sign. Fear is not a signal that you in danger. Most of the time, it's a signal that you early. People assume confidence comes first and action comes second. But it's the opposite. Confidence is a byproduct. It shows up after you move and see that you survived. If you want to feel secure before you act, you will never build any real leverage in life. 2026 is the year you accept it. Fear is a part of the process, not a reason to stop it. Rule number 2, busy don't mean productive. A lot of people are exhausted with nothing to show for it. They are responding all day, scrolling all night, and calling that a grind. That is not work. That's distraction with effort attached. Real progress comes from you identifying the small number of things that actually move your life forward and ignoring the rest. If everything feels important, that means you have no priorities. 2026 is about discipline, not motion. Rule number 3, who you're around is not neutral. Every environment pushes you somewhere, even when it feels comfortable. People don't hold you back by saying don't do it. They hold you back by normalizing staying the same. The jokes they make, the advice they give, things they never question, all of that shapes what you believe is possible. And if you don't curate your environment, it will curate you. 2026 is the year you stop pretending that energy don't transfer. Rule number 4 for 2026, know your value before the world prices you. Hip hop is filled with people who got their first check and thought they won. Advances got confused with wealth. Attention got confused with power. The ones who lasted was not the first ones to get paid. They were the ones who understood what they were building and what they were willing to walk away from. Real value is not what somebody offers you when you're hungry. It's what you can still demand when you're no longer desperate. In 2026, stop chasing quick money. That's gonna cost you long-term control. Rule number 5, if you don't evolve, the game will move on without you. Hip hop has never been kind to people who got comfortable. Every era proves this. Sounds change, platforms change, audiences change. The artists who survived were not loyal to style. They were loyal to their curiosity. The moment you start saying, this how I always did it, you already falling behind and you just don't know it yet. 2026 is about staying a student, even when people call you a veteran. Rule number 6, competition is not hate, it's information. Hip hop taught us this early. You don't get better by avoiding the best. You get better by standing next to them, hearing what they did, and realizing where you falling short. The problem today is people want praise without pressure. They want clout without comparison. And if you never losing, you ain't aiming high enough. 2026 is about using competition as a measuring stick, not a personal attack. Rule number 7, losses are not failures if you learn fast enough. Hip-hop history is built on L's that turned into lessons, deals that went bad, albums that was missed, moments that humiliated people before it sharpened them. The difference between people who recover and people who disappear is how quickly they adapt after a loss. Sitting in self-pity don't make you deep, it make you stuck. 2026 is about short memory for pain and long memory for strategy. Hip-hop never rewarded entitlement. It rewarded awareness. The game never owed anybody nothing. It paid whoever understood it best at that moment in time. The same rules apply to life. What I hope y'all take from this is that 2026 is not about reinventing yourself for other people. It's about getting real with who you've been and what that version of you has actually produced. Hip-hop never promised anybody comfort. It promised opportunity to whoever was willing to steady the game and adapt without losing their soul. Every rule we just talked about is really about one thing: ownership. Ownership of your fear. Ownership of your time. Ownership of who you let around you. Ownership of your losses and ownership of your wins. 2026 is going to expose who was serious and who was just talking loud. You don't need to announce your moves. You don't need to prove nothing online. You don't need to compete with people who ain't even in your lane. All you need is consistency, self-awareness, and the humility to keep learning even when you start winning. Hip-hop has always been about turning pressure into diamonds, about making something from what people said wouldn't amount to anything. If you apply these rules, not as motivation, but as practice, you won't need to chase the future. You'll be ready for it when it shows up. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.